Hello, welcome all you detectorists and amateur historians. I'm on the field where I had the Queen Anne sixpence, so I'll call it the Queen Anne field. A lot of stuff came off it. I've walked across to a section where I was working on, going to carry on, and it got stopped by some very big pieces of lead. Just had a nice 19 signal. Let's have a little look. You can just see the edge of something there. It's probably copper. Yeah, it's a penny, very flat, very worn. Will be any imprint on that? No. Gosh, that's worn smooth, isn't it? Let's just give it a wipe. That just looks like a very, very worn penny, probably. Is that the back of Queen? Yeah, that looks like the back of Queen Victoria's neck. Well, first coin of the day. And now a nice little buckle. I need some better gloves. Just in the farmer's daughter, very nice lady. Got a rescue dog from the Ukraine. How about that? Right, let's have a look what's come up. So, is that two things, or is that just the coin impression? That's just the coin impression. So a bit of the copper coming off, corroding. So that's why it's got less detail on. And there we are. That's the usual Georgian, I believe. We'll see if we can't see any detail on it. There was no face or anything on that coin. Just had this, for want of a better term, horse ring. It's quite a low number. I think it was 11 on the Equinox, and it's kind of flat that side, a bit more rounded that side. So I reckon that's old, but again, it's not a precious metal and no way to date it, but that's a fairly good sign. So this is a good signal on a 20. So shall we try and dig it out live? It's more likely to be copper or trash. There's a slim chance it could be silver, but let's dig it out and see. See if it's out. What's in that? Where have you gone? Is it in that? It's in this. There you go. Copper, thin copper. So thin copper on a 20. Can't really see all the nitrates from probably cow manure have reacted with it. Right, let's tidy up the hole. Size of that buckle. I assume it's a buckle. Wow, that's a big chap. Geese on the move. Oh, starting a V. And another copper. Is that? Oh, I don't know. Don't know if there's any detail on that. Doesn't look like it. And we've had a few of the enemy, a few mu tubes as well. Just had this out. It looks the size of a Georgian coin, but it was on a 12 signal, which is quite low, and it looks like it's corroded in a slightly different way. So it might not be George the Third, it might be some kind of token, but on a 12 signal that's probably crude manufacture, low conductivity. Don't, you know, the thought of Roman kind of goes through your mind, but it probably is just Georgian and extremely heavily corroded for some reason. Maybe it's a fake, who knows. Had a few more coppers, but just had this interesting find. Can't quite make it out. What it reminded me of when it first came out was, I don't know if you remember those little plastic soldiers, the mini ones you used to get in you know, cardboard boxes. They'd be on like a plastic outline and you'd pop them out, you know, American Marines and all that type of stuff, Japanese soldiers, British, German, Russian. It reminded me of like a base of one of them, but no, this is metal. So I don't know, doesn't look to be any particular shape, but doesn't look like it's snapped. So that's got me stumped. It's got some design, but it's not like a horse's head or a shellfish or anything. So do not know what that is, but that hole through kind of tells me that it's, you know, not that old, but I could stand corrected again. We shall wait and see. Just had another of these. This is smaller, a lovely little farm token. There's a lattice design on there, on that side. I don't know if that's the back, and then like a spiral lines going out that side. You know, it'd be quite fragile, it's lead, so don't want to spoil it, but it looks like someone's had real fun making those. Kind of reminds me a bit of stikers and skeets, but not quite. But lovely little things. Looks like if I come on here a bit I might get a nice little collection of these things. I've seen farm tokens, but not like this. Really cute. Just had a bit of lead out of the hole, but also that bit of orange pottery's popped out. So is that a stopper? I don't know. Strange looking thing. So somebody out there will know. If you put it in the comments, that'd be grateful. Oh, that's a small horse type ring, isn't it? That was on a 10 signal. Can't remember many that small. I think when that was half covered in mud I thought it might be something, but crikey, look at the that's like lead. I mean, look at that pimple design and what have you. Yeah, I thought that was going to be something interesting, but I suppose it is in its way. Not seen one like that. Yeah, I think this lead item from the edge is a bag seal. So yeah, plenty of lead on here. Hey, there's something poking out to the side of that. What? Hey? I've never seen that. What is that? I think it's silver. It's a cut quarter or something. Oh. Just had this out of the ground, silver. Yeah, it's a cut quarter of something. Doesn't look English. Is that Spanish? Are they fleur-de-lis? P something. It looks like it's 1700s. Is that a little castle? Is it Portuguese maybe? So it's not a hammered coin, but we'll have a little detect round here. Detect round here. Very nice. Right, there's something silver there, I think. I think from the size of it, it's going to be a shilling. Let's just have a little look. Yeah, looks like it. Probably Queen Victoria. It's a loud signal because it's thick, silver. I think that's going to be Victoria, yeah. Right. Well, 2 silvers. Right, well, the camera ran out of juice yesterday before I could finish the end of the hunt. So this is what we finished up with. So, plenty of lead, some big chunks there. So that'll all go in the recycling. Quite a bit of clay pipe stuff. So that's a bit of a clay pipe. Not too many buttons. So, you know, I'm expecting more of them to start coming out once the grass is shorter. And maybe if I go just a tad slower. I'm just looking for just looking across the field, see what's on it at the moment. There's the coppers. Nothing too exciting, I don't think, only that one came up lighter, didn't it? So yeah, that feels different somehow. So unless it's highly corroded, that could be something different. Not that we'll probably know. A couple of rings, smaller ones. Plenty of the working men's buckles. That ginormous one. Bits of pottery. That's a bit muddy now, having been in the bag. It was more orangey, wasn't it? If it'll clean up. Bit of wavy pottery. There's quite a bit of pottery on there. Bit of the enemy. Someone having pop. I think that's a toothpaste tube when it unfolds. Cans and Mew tubes. Zip. I don't know what those two are off. That. I wondered what this was. I think that's the front of a. Is that the front of a car, like a Volkswagen camper van? I didn't find the rest of it. Does that come off? Yeah, so buttons. In terms of bag seals, this looks like just some faint writing on that. So I think that's a bag seal. There was our token. I've had 3 of them now. Nice little design. But yeah. And then the finds of the day. Queen Victoria silver shilling. She's a bit tarnished on her face. And then the star of the show is a cut quarter of a Spanish dollar, probably about 1720s. So lovely, that little castle. Got it in really good nick. Look at that beautiful thing. Yeah, still no gold coin, mind, but I'm happy with those. I forgot, thinking about the old finds, 1 musket ball. So it's not littered with them, but that's a nice big one. So right, we'll see what comes out next time.